Hello guys, welcome back. Watch Fanatic here. Now you might have seen the video I posted yesterday. I don't usually do videos every day, don't worry, I'm not going to spam you with loads of watch videos, but this, as you may have seen, is the world's cheapest field watch, which I purchased from AliExpress. It cost just over £2 and it wasn't really the one I ordered. Although I look back at my order and I think I did actually order this one by mistake somehow, because it did mention in the description that it was the fluorescent version or whatever it's called. But I wanted a darker green dial. Anyway, so one thing I don't particularly like about this watch, apart from its dial, is the strap. It's quite a stiff, it's a little bit, I don't know, I mean it's extremely perhaps cheap looking with that buckle. And I remembered that I have got another strap, which is probably the world's cheapest NATO style strap, which should fit. So I'm going to pop that on, see if we can redeem this watch, make it perhaps look a bit better and perhaps something I might wear on occasion. And another reason is I've got a bit of a nickel allergy and I don't know what that metal is that the case back is made of, and I don't want to get a rash on my wrist, which if it's got any nickel in there, that will cause me. So this other strap will pop a piece of material across the back as part of the strap, which will stop that from happening, because it won't be touching my skin. It probably isn't, it probably is just some kind of base tin or something, but it's got a bit of some kind of coating, I think, on this metal, like a bit of a chrome coating, which makes me think it might have some nickel in there. So let's see if we can pop this off. So we've got a spring bar tool here, which should make it a lot easier. Hopefully we can reuse these. Well, that came off nice and easily. So all we need to do is put the spring bars back in without the strap. That one. Always fiddly doing this. That went pretty well. And then we take the strap. As I said, this I also bought from eBay quite a while back for another watch, and I forgot I had it, it was in the drawer. But it's the right size. It's, what is this? I think it's like 22mm. It's quite a wide strap, this one. And this cost, I think, around £1.50, so not a lot of money. The buckle always goes to the top, so if you're doing a watch strap, you've got the watch strap off and you forget which way it goes round, the buckle always goes to the top. So we push that in there. And through that loop there, and then we push that back so that it sits correctly. I like this loop to be quite close to that lug. That way the buckle should be round the centre of my wrist at the back with any luck. No, I've done this wrong. This is because I'm looking through the camera. Let's try that again. That goes through that first. See, this is live, one take. I'm not going to edit that out because Sometimes you can make a mistake. So yeah, I've not done these for a while. So what you want to do is make sure that this is a bit further that way. So I'm going to loosen that slightly so I can push it along. And hopefully that will pass through. Now what I want to do is have this a little bit closer to this loop. So I'm going to try to just adjust that a bit. So when you pull it, it wants to be flat. Yeah, so that's a little more how I want it to be. Pull that tight. So now you can see, because of the fabric underneath the watch, that's not going to touch my skin. So I can wear this and it shouldn't give me any problems. Let's get the fingerprint. Sorry about the light. We've got quite a bit of light. I really do need to get a new camera because the focus sometimes wanders. So I do apologise if the focus was wandering. Okay, so let's see what the world's cheapest field watch looks like with the world's cheapest NATO style strap. Just take off my watch. Again, I'm still wearing this Captain Willard homage I bought for, I think it was £12 off AliExpress. This Chinese one with a turtle style. Really nice actually, for 12 quid. Lovely soft rubber strap. If you look back at my videos, I've done a unboxing review about this watch. And that's what I've been wearing every day for the last couple of weeks. I like it so much. It's funny, it's just a cheap watch, but I'm really enjoying wearing it. It's comfortable, it looks great, don't have to worry about it. Scratching it, I've been wearing it at work. So hopefully the buckle will be a little bit more centrally placed because I pushed it up to that other loop a bit more. So with these styles of straps, you get the end bit just sticks out like that. So most people fold that back in, which is a little bit fiddly, but like that to make it a bit neater. Trying to get a little bit more natural light on there. I think that is an improvement. It's a shame it isn't the darker dial. For a couple of quid, it's not bad, is it really? For a field watch, it's a nice chunky size. I do like the colour of the case, which is this kind of gunmetal colour. You can actually hear the movement ticking. It's of the highest quality, obviously. But the strap itself, for the money, is actually very impressive. For like £1.50, those straps are good value. Anyway, there you go. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more watch related content. I've ordered a couple more watches which I'm going to do videos from. So quite looking forward to those arriving. A bit of fun really, but yeah, keep a lookout. If you subscribe, you'll get the bell or whatever warning where you'll be notified of the video when it comes out. But I'm still waiting for those to arrive, and I'll do unboxing video reviews on those as well. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy my world's cheapest field watch, which is the wrong colour. Let's see if I can get used to it. I'm almost tempted to try to purchase the correct dial now. I quite like it on this strap. Anyway guys, take care.